Guys, hello and welcome to the Liberia TV network. Today is Monday. Today is June 10, 2024, and we will definitely bring you some major happenings today in Liberia. So just to let you know, we are currently here at the Logan Town trying to make our way to Bong Mines Bridge, and then we'll also be showcasing you how some of the places definitely look like. So this is the Liberia TV network. I'm Princess KD Cooper. So just to let you know about major happenings in the country, and we all know the most talk about Queen Johnson. So Queen Johnson, she is from the United Party, and if you also heard, or probably you might have learned about the situation that happened between she and the CDC. Many were saying by then there was a video footage circulating on social media that she gave an order to definitely beat on the late Joshua. So the late Joshua was one of the key partisans and supporter of the CDC. Last week she was appointed by the Commerce Minister, as one of the inspectors general at the Freeport. So currently she served as one of the inspectors. So her appointment has raised a serious concern that the United Party is doing something as usual, that the United Party don't definitely respect the rules and law. Why Queen Johnson should be involved in such situation? And up to date, there have been no investigation been done. So many have been raising concern. In fact, there should be an investigation done. You know, when the situation occurred, Queen Johnson was in hearing. By then we were into election period, and the police were actually, in search of her. Unfortunately, they never lay hand on her until after United Party was pronounced winner of the 2023 election. It was the time she came out. So one of these days, she tried making her way to Red Lion, and then just to amuse herself, while sitting at Red Lion, police invaded the place, arrested her. So by then, you have the police spokesperson, Honorable Moses Carter, who was also part of that, who were part of that patrol, who were part of the patrol when they arrested Queen Johnson. So, while immediately she was arrested, after some minutes, we learned that she escaped the police scene. And also, just to let you know, there were some officers who actually escaped with her. But later on, the police spokesperson told us that Queen Johnson escaped by herself, and they don't know her whereabouts. So that raised a serious, concern. And up to date, there have been no investigation been made until her appointment has been done, and people are raising concern. Why should the United Party actually involve herself into such? People haven't been, been doing the right thing. Why should they be appointed? And in fact, people are also raising concern with regards to her qualification, that she is not qualified, neither competent for said position. Also in Kman, especially in Kingjor, where we have the Bea Mountain, during the weekend, there was this guy who is a daily worker at the Bea Mountain mining company. He went to do his little hustle, and while on the hustle, one of his arm, by mistake got into the machine, and it caused a serious, damage. It's called vanning waxing. So vanning waxing arm has been cut off, so due to the accident. So people have been raising concern that Bea Mountain being one of the multi-million company in Liberia, extracting gold and diamond from Liberia and getting all of the riches that our country has. Why is it that they can put safety into place? Why is it that the rightful things can actually be done, but instead people are working at the mining site, but then they don't have any protective gear? So it has been raising a series of concerns. Citizens across Kman are saying that they are also trying to see how best they can stage another protest. So keep following Liberia TV network. I'm Princess KD Cooper coming to your live. Also, just to let you know, the LACC has investigated some line ministries and agencies with regards to corruption scandal during the then President Weah regime. And some of these institutions, just to name the LRA, we get NOCA, we get the Financial Intelligence Agency, we get the Booker Washington Institute, among others. So these are institutions that was heavily involved into corruption activities during the then president regime. And according to Maranzo, who is currently the LACC boss, said that these institutions definitely, all of those who were involved will feel, will definitely feel the weight of what they were actually involved into. Guys, if you are following Liberia TV Network, we are right here now in Bong Mines Bridge, where you have the Lifoco. Lifoco is where you have the mattress factory, and you also have the JW Harris High School, and you also have the overhead bridge. So this is how this place look like. Keep following Liberia TV Network as we bring you updates. Also, just to let you know, in another development, the Liberia Refugee Repatriation and Resettlement Commission has begun to resettle returnees from Ghana to their Pacific home. It's, you know, when they came from Ghana, the government tried her possible best to actually settle them down in one of the remote places in Bond County. So in that place, after some time, they were actually relocated to their various homes. So some of them have been taken to their specific counties of origin, and some of these counties are Margibi, you have Monrovia County, you have Bong, you have Grand Bassa, you have Grand Jide. So the boss of the LRRC said that those who have been resettled in all of these counties, there are about 500 citizens. And some of them are also drugs addicts. He said those who are actually involved into drugs, or they have observed or detected that those guys who are taking drugs, they will be rehabilitated before taken to their country of origin. So we also know that President Bwaka and some dignitaries departed Liberia last week. They went to South Korea for, you know, a business summit, and in that summit there were a lot of things that were discussed, and citizens has been raising concern. Why is it that President Bwaka went to the US for a business summit, but then there was no tangible result, there was no update as to what were some of those things that were actually achieved when he went to the US? But then he came back and said, oh yes, I'm trying to make my way to Korea to see how best we can actually, you know, have this kind of unique discussion with the Korean government. And in that summit, you know, there were other countries who actually benefited hugely, like Nigeria, you have Uganda, you have Kenya, that got billions of dollars. But for Liberia, we were told that there were several memoranda of understanding that was signed between the Korean government and Liberia. And so citizens have been saying, but what would be the effect positively towards this memorandum of understanding? So it has been, you know, a serious, you know, concern among citizens. And the memorandum of understanding was signed by the National Investment Commission. You also have the Foreign Ministry signing that. You also have the Agricultural Ministry. So you have three agencies that actually signed this memorandum of understanding with the South Korean government. And according to them, Liberia is to benefit when it comes to the issue of, you know, agriculture, when it comes to the issue of, you know, infrastructural development and others, you know. But then citizens are saying, but why Nigeria, country like Nigeria, Uganda, you wonder, you also have Kenya are benefiting millions of dollars, but then Liberia is there signing, you know, memorandum of understanding. So what the significance of the memorandum of understanding? People are saying that President Bwaka is not really serious to run this country. People are saying that President Bwaka needs to redirect his strategy. No, there have been numerous of concerns regarding President Bwaka, you know, a trip to South Korea. So guys, if you are following, we are right here at Bong Mines Bridge. So we are gradually walking towards the overhead bridge, and also at Bong Mines Bridge you have the petrol tray. So this is how this place definitely look like. So keep following Liberia TV Network. I'm Princess KD Kopo coming to you live. Also, we all know the saga that actually, you know, erupted at the LDA. And we know Honorable Amara Kone has been going gutter with the presidency. You know, people have been saying that, oh, he should not actually be talking against the president. He should not be talking against the party because he fought to actually bring the party to power. But then Amara Kone, Bapolo County Senator, has been one of the major critics. So he has been saying a lot of things, checkmating the government, putting the government on its feet to see how best he can actually do something better. So with that, some partisans see it as, you know, Amara being an opposition. Amara don't love the country. But then when President Boakai took the decision to suspend the 3 bosses at the LDA, Amara immediately wrote on his Facebook page, hailing the Liberia presidency for taking said decision. And with that, many people have been, you know, raising concern on that. People have also been cheering for Honorable Amara Kone that, oh yeah, he's a patriot Liberian. He actually honors Sunday. But on the other hand as well, he said, oh, so the only time I can do something better is when I praise the government, but then when something goes wrong, I say, oh, the government is not working or the government is not doing something in the interest of the Liberian. Many of you guys go against me. So these are many concerns that have been, you know, coming up from citizens across the country. So today is Monday, and today is, you know, it's very fresh. You are seeing people leaving from Douala to go to town. People are leaving from town to come to Douala. And just to also let you know, since the no-go zone policy has been implemented, sometimes to leave from your destination to go to town, you spend like at least 30 minutes to actually get car. Many days I have encountered that. Sometimes I spend sometimes 30 to 45 minutes, even an hour plus, standing just to wait for car to go to town. It's not easy. Sometimes we have to make numerous stops to get to town, but we'll definitely try to do all of these things in order to bring you major happiness in the country. So guys, if you are following, I'm Francis K.D. Kappa. Keep following Liberia TV Network as we bring the live coverage. So there are a lot of things happening, and tomorrow we'll also be at the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism to bring you the live press briefing to bring you major happiness in the country. So as we go about, if there anything next to come out, especially with regards to Queen Johnson, the lady who gave the order for Joshua to be, you know, massively beaten, and later on he lost his life, and now she is one of the inspectors at the Freeport. Definitely will provide you updates as to what will be the outcome of it. You know, radio talk show hosts have been, you know, pulling with that. You also have bloggers, you also have other media outlets have also been pulling with that. Citizens have been raising concern. Even Honorable Yeke Koloba also raised said concern. We know someone said that, oh, Yeke, we should not be making reliance on Yeke on our platform, but Yeke is a statement. Yeke is one of the kingsmen in Liberia. So with that, we will definitely, you know, these are people who make the news. So with that, we'll definitely make references to them because they are the one who make the news. So if you are following, I'm Francis K.D. Kappa. This is how I want to say thank you for following Liberia TV Network. Any moment from now, we'll be shutting down. Thank you.